Welcome back. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and you are just in time as we're about to kick off another installment of the Culinary Hotline Bling.
Ding, ding, ding!
Rent a crowd on your Feel Good
Can I
Breakfast
tell them?
Show. Yes,
Can I tell
them?
Okay, so before this, during the ad break, Zoe threatened everyone. She's like, if you don't scream, ting, 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 I'm going to come after all of you.
I did not say that. I just said that as bietjie gevrek.
But they did, so thank you, everyone. Thank you.
If you're just joining now for the first time, the Culinary Hotline Bling is amazing. We solve those culinary conundrums that you might have with Chef Clem. And if you have any questions for Chef Clem, just give us a call. We have this beautiful old school phone here. You can call us right now on 021 110 5552.
Yeah.
Oh, Chef Clem, winter is around the corner. That means obviously like homey cooked foods.
Uh-huh.
The delicious things.
Step one, how to switch on your stove. Okay, I got it.
You got it. It is good to go. Now, there's one person that had a question. Now, when it comes to, cutting corners, you want to, save money where you can. It's also definitely vital to let no food go to waste. So, we want to know this question. If you have leftover potatoes, how can you make, bring it back to life?
And it's a good question because they go kind of waxy and rubbery. If you roast them or you fry them off the day before, next day.
I can't eat cold chips. So for example, if I go to a restaurant and there's chips with my meal and there's leftovers, I always tell them don't include the chips.
That's responsible. I like that. But I have a solution for you if you do get the chips. So let's start off with, okay, I'm gonna turn this down a little bit now. I'm gonna start off with my first hack talking about chips. So if you have an air fryer, it's the absolute best. Someone made a little hoo-hoo in the background. If you have an air fryer, it's the absolute best way of taking chips that would normally just go straight to the bin or your compost pile.
Or to the dog.
And it just brings them back to life. Not only back to life, it actually makes them crispier than they were when they came out the fryer the first time.
Okay, I love that because someone also said to me, if you have leftover pizza and you don't want to pop it in the microwave because then it gets all soggy, pop it in the air fryer.
In the air fryer. So,
that saved my life.
These are not only fries that we made yesterday. These were fries that, what's today? Today's Wednesday.
Today's Wednesday.
These are fries that were made on Monday.
Okay.
And they were living in the fridge, okay? So another great thing is you don't need to coat them with any oil because you've already deep fried them, so there's a bit of oil on there. And honestly,
brought back to life. There's a crunchiness to it.
the crunchy's there.
Isn't that hot? Isn't your fingers burning?
Chef fingers,
Oh,
it's okay. And, okay, it's snapped.
Look at that.
2-day-old fries brought back to life. And I'm trying to see who's looking at it. Oh, okay, there we go. Cameraman Petey's on it. It is so good and so delicious, and I think this is gonna save a lot of people. And it's also gonna, you don't have to skip out on your chips portion when you go to the restaurant now because you have a hack for that.
Okay.
Okay, so,
okay, cool.
But not everybody has an air fryer.
Not everyone has an air fryer. And what do you do if you have leftover potatoes?
This is what I love. I actually, especially because it is, like I said, now it's the winter season, and we tell people, when you cook, make it a little extra so you have for later. Potatoes are a little tricky one, but honestly, when you make potatoes, make extra. Here's a great one. So, in the pan, I've got a little bit of oil and onions, and what I did was I cooked off some bacon, and I fried the onions in the bacon fat. You don't have to use bacon for this recipe. You can use sausage. You can even just take it out. If you
or mushrooms for those who are vegetarian?
Mushrooms, absolutely. So what we're going to do now is we're going to add leftover baby potatoes. They're going to go in.
So we're going to give them a new lease on life.
Yes. We're making breakfast hash.
Ooh.
And I like this because essentially you don't have to do a lot of work to get a really amazing dish. What you do is you're going to add your potatoes to it, just give it a little smash.
Okay.
Okay, let it get some nice contact with the pan, and that way they're gonna crust up a little bit, and they're gonna start reheating. And the good thing is a slightly waxier potato works really well with this. So give it a good smash.
What is it about the waxier potato that works good?
It's just the texture of it.
Okay.
If it's a floury potato, they tend to be a little more fragile, so if you squish it, they'll just go
Okay.
And you don't want that. You want them to kind of hold their shape a little bit.
Yeah.
So
How does it go when you squish it and they're a bit soft?
How does it go? If it's floury, it goes, but if it's waxy, it goes, ooh. I don't know what soft potatoes make. I don't know. Okay, potatoes in. And we're gonna let it get a little bit of a crust right now, so leave it in the pan. We're gonna go in with some red peppers. Now, I'm using red peppers specifically because
we're adding color.
And another thing is, if you're buying the big pack of peppers, people will like, especially when it comes to the weekend, they'll use the peppers for all their salads, and then the week starts and they kind of, I don't want to forget about it, but it moves a little...
Kind of over it.
Little further back to the fridge. This way, you're really using what you have in your fridge. If you have spring onions, add that. Whatever you have in your fridge right now, just add it to it. You could even use leftover roast veg. Oh. Perfectly fine. So then the peppers go in, and once they soften, I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. No, keep this for afterwards. Once they soften, you're gonna make a little hole. Now, I don't know, someone walked off the set with the eggs.
Okay, we have kitchen fairies, so I tell you what.
They're on their way, they're on their way.
We can do a little abracadabra and the eggs will just appear.
So what it is it's gonna be, come salad to the people, come salad to the people,
Thank you,
salad to the people. Also, by the way, this is Chadwin, that was Chadwin, and it's Chadwin's mom-in-law that actually gifted us the phone.
Oh, this is a household classic now. You know, I miss having a home phone.
Do you a landline?
There was something about it, like you phone someone to the landline, like, hey, are you home?
But you have your little radius. You can't walk out of the radius of the cord. So
you phone someone to their home phone to ask them if they're home.
Oh, I get it. Oh, okay. You're gonna make a little space there for your eggs. Oh, wait, you wanna crack the eggs?
Yes, please.
You're gonna crack your eggs in any little puddle. So essentially, think of a shakshuka, but we replace the tomato sauce with potatoes.
Ooh.
Everything's gonna come together so beautifully in one pan. And that I love, because you're not, like, dishes. I'm not doing dishes, okay? You serve this as is at the table, let everybody help themselves. Amazing. Okay.
Amazing. Now, are you gonna add like a sauce, like a cheesy sauce? Because now I'm just thinking like comfort food.
That's what I was gonna say now. Because we don't have the sauciness of a shakshuka, you can serve this with a sauce on the side. There's this Spanish dish called patatas bravas, which is like fried potatoes with like a very spicy tomato sauce, and that's like a dish on its own. So you could do like a spicy tomato sauce if you want. If you wanted a little bit of extra comfort, and you spoke about cheese sauce, what I would do is I would drizzle the cheese sauce over now, sprinkle the bacon over, whack it under the oven.
Into the oven.
Under the oven. You're into the oven.
Don't
put food under your oven, okay? Because you're probably gonna forget about it. So, put it in the oven. The cheese is gonna start bubbling. The cheese will start bubbling. The eggs will cook just perfectly. And because the cheese sauce is over it, it's actually gonna stop the eggs from overcooking.
Oh,
so I like that question. Then, because there's potatoes in there already, you don't need extra starch, but if you wanted to, you can have bread with it. But essentially, this is breakfast in a pan, done.
Easy peasy. If you want to get your hands on this, we do have it available on our website, expressoshow.com. Just look for the leftover fries and potatoes.
Oh, if you have any hacks, why not give us a call? So for the next part 2 of our segment, I want to hear, do you have any leftover hacks?
Leftover hacks.
Give us a call.
Yeah, give us a call, please. I'm trying to think now of any leftover hacks I have. Okay, let's answer the phone. This is the Culinary Hotline. Zoe speaking. Hello.
Good morning. Am I speaking to Zoe?
Yes, you are. What is your question or comment for Chef Clem?
My question is, how can I make my chicken skin more crispier in the oven?
Ooh, good question. What is your name, sir?
My name is Easy. Yeah.
Evie.
Evie. Yes.
Yeah, Easy.
Got you. Okay. I almost feel like this is very weird that you're asking me this question, because I've been experimenting with this last week and a little bit on the weekend. So I'm like, what's going on here? Anyway, I was working on roasting chicken, and the thing is, at home, we always brine our chickens because that's the best way to get the most value out of one chicken. It becomes extra juicy. It is the best way to have chicken. But the one thing is, as the chicken absorbs that brine, so does the skin in a bit, so the skin gets like extra moisture. And the enemy of crispiness is moisture. You want to get as much moisture out of the skin. Here's what you do. So you're going to pat your chicken dry first, okay? Make sure you get in between the legs and the thighs and everything. You can
like dry the chicken.
Pat the chicken dry. Then you're going to put it in the fridge, uncovered. Uncovered. That's the most important thing. The fridge is a dehydrator. What's going to happen is it's going to dry out the skin, but not the meat, okay? So I would say leave your skin uncovered in the fridge for about 8 hours if you want glass-like snap on your chicken skin. Put it in the fridge, uncovered, 8 hours maximum, and you're gonna end up with the most delicious crispy skin. That's what I suggest you absolutely do, and it works every single time. It's even gonna look weird. After 4 hours, you're gonna see the skin's gonna look a bit like weird on the chicken.
That's what you want.
That's what you want. That's the key to the crispness. So pop your chicken in the fridge, and even if you don't have time to do that, just make sure you get as much moisture off your chicken as possible by patting it dry.
Amazing.
Pat your chicken!
Thank you for that phone call. Chef Clem, so last night I hosted a dinner. I didn't have time to cook, so I went to the restaurant and ordered 8 portions of chicken curry.
Yes?
And it also came with a lot of rice. I now have probably 3 kilograms of rice left over. What do I do with it?
You need to call us, and then we'll answer your question live in the next segment.
Okay. Please give us a call. This is the Culinary Hotline. Bling!
Ding, ding, ding!
We'll see you in a bit.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
We are back with the Culinary Hotline. Bling!
Ding, ding, ding! I was off. I didn't know that was the cue. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I should have given you guys a bit more of a heads up, but this is where Chef Clem answers your question. So please, if you have a question or a hack, give us a call. That number is 021 110 5552. Chef Clem, earlier we asked you, I asked you, what do I do if I have leftover rice? Because last night I hosted a dinner party and I have about 3 kilograms of cooked rice.
And you genuinely didn't know we were going to answer this question?
No, I did not.
Okay, so here's the thing. If you order extra rice, and if it's jasmine rice or even Asian sticky rice, you'll find that it actually shapes really well the next day after you've bought it. So let me just make sure something's bubbling. No, I'm good.
No,
okay,
everything's good.
What you do is you press it into a container that you have. I normally line it with a bit of plastic wrap and then press it down, and then you'll see it'll actually set up perfectly like a little cube. And then
it'll take that shape.
It'll take that shape. And just pull out the plastic wrap and it'll come out perfectly.
Now, you know who's always in shape?
Raul, the morning.
Yes. Let's get him in here. He's going to be our taster
Let's
for
cut
today.
some shapes, people.
If you were a shape, what shape would you be?
Sure, do the circle. Because I don't take sides.
You don't
Whoa.
It's fun all the way around.
No one's baby in the corner.
Okay, Raul, this is your corner.
Yes,
We've made your
okay.
feast this morning.
Yeah,
You can eat so long while we talk and go through the next recipe.
Are you working on the rice?
We're working on the rice.
Nice.
So here's our perfectly set rice that we've made, and this was made yesterday, and like in the fridge. And like I said, the fridge is a dehydrator, so some of that moisture comes out. You're gonna take a knife and get a little bit of water on it, so the rice doesn't stick to the knife.
So you didn't do anything other than just put the rice in there?
Just put the rice in the fridge,
Okay.
and it'll just set up perfectly. So then cut into little pieces, depending on if you want to serve this as a little canapé or if you want to have this as an actual meal. You can decide how big you want to make it.
Okay.
So, again, I think those are decent-sized pieces.
Those are decent bite-sized pieces.
You're gonna get a little bit of oil in the pan, and you want to shallow fry, but shallower than normal shallow fry. Okay.
Isn't that normal fry?
It's a little more than normal fry, a little more oil than normal fry. Okay. And you don't want to. So if you're gonna add oil to your pan,
Add a little bit more.
add a little bit more. There we go. So then you've got your rice, oil's going. You don't want to have it too hot, okay? You don't want it to, like, when you drop a little bit of rice in, you don't want it to sound effects, guys. We're doing sound effects today. You want it to just okay. How much to go? No,
Oh, no, he's different
I'm
bite.
getting so distracted. This tastes so good.
You go. You do that. So then you're gonna get your rice in there, okay? And
Oh, so you want that?
That's what you want. And you can actually, I can turn it down a little bit more. What that's gonna do is gonna slowly draw out any excess moisture that is in there, and it's slowly gonna start browning it. You're gonna turn it over halfway.
Yeah, because water and oil, they aren't friends.
They aren't friends. That's what
They
I'm
aren't
saying.
friends.
Nice lower heat, and that'll be fine.
Cool.
So then you can end up with these beautiful crispy rice pieces. If you want it to be extra fancy, you can cut out little rounds.
Ooh, or
And you'll be
shapes,
good.
get the kids involved. Little cookie
Nice.
cutters, half.
Right.
is awesome.
Absolutely.
Little bunny rabbit.
Absolutely. Now, what are we gonna do with these? So
I don't know, you telling me.
I'm gonna tell you. I've got some cream cheese, and you don't need a lot of cream cheese. And again, this is a great way to use leftover cream cheese that you have, because you don't often use a full cup unless you're baking.
True.
You can have a little bit left. We're gonna bulk it up with some jalapenos.
Jalapeno.
Jalapenos.
Jalapeno.
We're going
There you
for
go.
a spicier
It's gonna go a
bit
little
of a
spicy.
base.
And to be honest with you, again, if you got some extra spring onion, add it in. Get everything in there. Give it a little bit of a mix.
Raul, how's the food that you're tasting over there?
I heard you guys talking earlier about potatoes and like happy and sad potatoes. These potatoes are having a jaw in my mouth right now.
Yeah?
Honestly, you guys prepared it perfectly. It's not crunchy, but it's still got some good rigidity to it,
That's
right?
what
So
it's
it's
about.
keeping its
Word.
texture but the flow inside is so good. The fact that you added an egg with this is giving me giving me the notes of like a perfect balanced breakfast at the same time. Good fats, good carbs. I got some peppers coming through with some vitamins and stuff. So this is bang on. Was this supposed to be a breakfast?
It is a breakfast, but again,
nailed it.
I like the fact that these dishes that you can make that'll suit dinner, as well as they suit breakfast.
Imagine like
Workout.
This is very true, especially with the half, but also like a communal vibe at home. Everyone can just grab a piece, gesels by the table. It's quite a vibe, man.
Love that.
Well played. Well played.
Okay.
So the little technique you just did there, is that a quenelle?
It's not a quenelle. It's a.
The phone's ringing. Hold on.
You,
Zoe, hello. This is the Culinary Hotline Bling.
Hello, is this Joey?
It's Zoe. Yes, I'm here with Clem. How are you?
Wow, I'm so excited.
Oh, what is your name?
Be on Expresso.
Oh, well, listen, you are on Expresso right now.
I'm so privileged to also be getting through to the Clem.
It is the
My
Chef
favorite-
Clem.
oh man, thank you so much. It's so nice to hear your voice.
What is your
And,
comment or question
the
for
last
Chef
time I
Clem?
met you in Durban when we had a Mother's Day, mother and daughter, some segment we had. So my daughter and I met you, and wow, what a guy.
So they've met you.
Oh man, thank you so much.
My tip for today on leftover food.
Okay, so what question do you have for Clem on the leftover food?
Okay, if you have leftover rice, what you can do is you take your mixed vegetables and you take some onion, chilies, and we Indian people, we use ghee.
Ghee?
So you take the ghee, you melt it, you use chilies and onion, and then you take your mixed vegetables, you saute them, and then you add your rice, and that's it.
Ooh.
Voila.
And do you make little
Nice.
balls or just as it is?
Easy peasy.
And then you mix the rice with all of that.
Yes.
I
There's
love
like
that.
a fragrant rice. I love that.
Thank you so much
And
for
you
your
can
call.
also have, we had like a yellow food coloring.
Oh, can you add some food coloring?
Yes.
Okay.
Top tip
That
of the
is
day.
so
And thank you to you and hi to your daughter as well. We love that. Thank you so
How
much.
excited did she sound to
Oh,
just come on the
yes.
show? I absolutely love that. The
Oh.
fact that she's giving us the tips
I
too.
love
Yeah.
that. I love that. And in the time we were on that call, we finished up Zoe's rice crackers with a little bit of that jalapeno cream cheese, some smoked salmon.
Ooh.
And this is, again, smoked salmon is a little bit of a luxury spend, but you end up making so many of these out of one small packet of smoked salmon. This is generous. You can actually half that because it's quite rich.
And if you're not into seafood, you can probably use some Parma ham. or
Oh,
some
my ham. Again, you can do those garlicky mushrooms you spoke about. Those will be delicious on there. Raul, what do you think? Have we done well today?
Oh, you've done so well. I'm so excited to taste the next batch because I've never seen rice done like this. It looks like it's gonna be crispy. Looks like the phone's ringing again.
It's a busy
Crazy stuff.
morning.
Let me not distract you. Let's find out who's on the line.
Culinary Hotline Bling, hello.
Hello, Barbara speaking.
Hi, Barbara. It's so good to have you on the line. What is your comment or question for Chef Clem?
It's not really a question. I just saw you using leftover potatoes,
Okay.
maybe chips or something like that. And what we've done previously is to toss it into a pan with a wee bit of oil and chop in some cabbage.
Ooh.
And
Nice.
to just toss it around and toss it around. It doesn't sound magnificent, but when you tell the kids you're having bubble and squeak for supper,
Bubble and
Then I eat
squeak.
That is so cute.
yeah, if you want to add a little onion or something like that, you're welcome to do it, but bubble and squeak is a potato and little chopped cabbage.
Oh,
Barbara, I love that recipe. I love the recipe, and thank you for your suggestion.
Barbara.
And you know, bubble and squeak's actually called bubble and squeak because while the cabbage is releasing moisture in the pan, it bubbles and squeaks.
Really?
Yeah, Barbara, I love bubble and squeak, and I feel like it's an absolute winter warmer. We need to try making bubble and squeak on the show. Thank you so much for that, Barbara.
I gotta say, Barbara, you just brought so much nostalgia to me. This is something my parents used to make, almost in like a cabbage breedy of sorts, and they make some potato cut in squares, but they tricked me into eating my vegetables. It was so smart. It works, yeah.
It works.
Well, if you want to get your hands on what Chef Clem just whipped up for us, we do have it available on our website, expressoshow.com. Thumbs up from you, Mr. Raul Warner?
He finished all his food.
Oh, well,
Big
that's
boy. Well done.
Chef Clem, thank you for joining
you.
today. Of course, that's all we have for today's Culinary Hotline Bling.
Ting, ting, ting.
We're back next week.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, well, listen, the Culinary Hotline Bling, the phone's been ringing off the hook. We thought, since we have a few more minutes left, Raul, come and join us, because Chef Clem, see, told you, the phone's been busy.
The phone is going crazy today. I absolutely love it. I wonder if it's going to be another...
Hello for the extra special edition of Culinary Hotline Bling. Who am I speaking to?
Hi, it's Keisha.
Hi, Keisha. How's it going?
It's going well. I love the show.
Thank you. Do you have a comment, or do you want to add to our leftover conversation we've had earlier?
No, I just wanted to give you a tip.
Yes, please.
Yes, bring it through.
What we generally do is we buy extra pizza bases in the house. So whatever leftovers we have, we chop it up, throw it on the pizza base with some tomato sauce, throw over some cheese, throw it in the oven, and you have a new meal.
A new meal.
Alicia coming
is
through with the
I love
good
that.
stuff.
Brilliant.
Nice.
Because you can also bulk it up and then end up feeding more people out of that. I love that idea. Thank you so much.
I really like that. And if you don't want to go the pizza base, even just wraps. You can treat a wrap like a
that's
pizza base and
true.
have
A
a crunchy...
skinny pizza.
A skinny pizza.
That as well, and also
Love that.
I love that
pastries as
idea.
well.
Thank you so much.
What was that, Alicia? What did you say as well? Puff pastry.
Also, you could use puff pastry.
Oh, now we're being naughty. Oh,
Yeah,
that
I
sounds
like
delicious.
Because also, cost-wise, puff pastry is not that expensive, really, when you buy it frozen.
Yeah.
And the rolled ones. Yeah, that's a budget-friendly one as well. You are coming through with all the saves today. Thank you so much.
you,
Love
That's
that.
Alicia.
amazing. What a cool way to really stretch your food, your budget, and also to not waste.
Yes, so what do we need, guys? We need pizza bases on standby. Lots of rice is welcome. And clearly the phone just does not stop. I love this. I reckon-
Hello, this is
I
the
love this,
Culinary
I love it.
Hotline Bling.
Budget and also
Okay, so we have one more caller on the line. This is Zoe speaking. Who am I speaking to? Closing Island recipe.
Floating
Island. Yeah, okay.
Floating ice.
I got one for you, and I'll give it to you very quickly. But while I'm going to give this to you, I'm going to call my friend in Carl Wasty. Carl Wasty, comes to the
Okay.
kitchen. He's filling this.
We have 2 minutes left. I wanted to
2
ask.
minutes. Okay, go.
What's up?
I told people you can speak like a minion. Now you have
This
to
is
do it.
relevant.
When we did the movie reviews. no,
What kind of culinary
I'm
is
putting
this?
on the spot. I'm sorry.
But you got to talk quickly because I've got to give them the tip on the...
For the floating island.
Okay, do you want to talk to something? Okay, well, I'll just say something very simple. Thank you.
And that's what you do with your rice.
And that's it.
Great
You know what I'm
leftover
actually gonna do?
tip.
We're almost out of time, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually answer your question live on TV and actually
Wow.
demonstrate how to make that. Draven de Eilanden, Floating Islands, we'll do that live for you in another Culinary Hotline.
Floating island, what is that?
It's a meringue, okay?
Yes.
You make a meringue, and instead of popping it in the oven, you actually cook it in like a custard.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's delicious. It's delicious.
Yes.
It's delicious.
Island, okay.
So island of treasure, island thing. There's a lot of things. You're an island boy.
Wait.
I am not an island boy.
Yes, my island boy.
You are, but thank you. I've actually learned a lot from you. These rice numbers over here, when you fry carbs, you start talking my language.
Just let me know when you need the rice.
Carl,
I
I've
have
already called
3
dibs on one.
kilograms
You
of
better
rice.
grab one before the rest of the studio steals it.
Thank you.
This Culinary
I'm ready.
Hotline Conundrum has been absolutely exceptional. Bring the G-Man in here as well. There's one for you too,
is
G.
insanity.
How cool
Some
is the conundrum
salmon.
today? All these tips, insane,
I just
eh?
watched you eat for about 20 minutes. Did
was
you
so
say
good.
anything?
Oh, I couldn't help it, man. It was that good. I didn't know you could make potatoes and rice after a couple
This
of
is-
days. Tastes like magic. But Chef Clem and Zoe came.
I'm going to go buy fries today and not eat them so I can do this tomorrow. That's the whole plan, man.
That's what you gotta do.
We love you guys so much. Thank you so much to all of our guests today. Thank you to you, beautiful souls. Absolutely love you guys.
And thank you to our
Love you.
minion.
Have a rice
Love you guys.
day.
Good job.